Mountain News, first at 4, continues.
Deputy Caleb Conley grew up and lived in Harrison County. That's where he returned today after leaving the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort. Despite working in Georgetown, people in his hometown knew of his work and service well. WIMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to some of his friends and has more from Cynthiana.
A procession of several hundred vehicles traveled through the entire town of Cynthiana today, right along Main Street, right through the middle of downtown, en route to the funeral home, as people stood to pay their respects to this lawman and veteran, and a man that a lot of people told me was simply a good friend to them. People lined both sides of the street heading into Cynthiana, waiting for several hours before the procession came through Cynthiana. Allison Ellington was one of them. She and others saying Conley had a big impact on many in the small town.
I can't think of a single person who probably didn't know Caleb. He was a very special person to a lot of people in this town.
The people really appreciate, it's a small community, and people really appreciate our law enforcement and being an American, a proud American, which he was. He really liked, really well. You couldn't find a person that would say anything bad about Caleb.
I spoke with the Harrison County Sheriff. He tells me that Deputy Conley was someone who simply loved what he did. He was 150% dedicated to his job. He says he tried to get him to come back home to work in Harrison County many times, but he simply had something that he truly loved and was dedicated to in Scott County. In Harrison County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Thank you, Phil. We'll have more on the deputy's line of duty murder yesterday coming up later tonight at 5:30 and 6 o'clock, where funeral home will be handling those funeral arrangements. Folks across the region are getting a little help with their monthly internet bills. The Kentucky Department of Education announced that 80% of households across the Commonwealth are eligible for the federal Affordable Connectivity Program. That program is aimed at providing access for students by providing $30 per month for new or existing internet service and a one-time discount of $100 for a new tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. In Pike County, officials with the school district say this program will assist many families and students, but connectivity in small hollers and other areas is still a big issue for many providers.
We still have pockets here in the mountains where it's just difficult to get a connection in and out of those households. So we do the best that we can to service every student, but there are occasions where some students have to go out to a more public area.
Officials with the Kentucky Department of Education add that parents should receive an eligibility letter via email or through the Infinite Campus Parent Portal. We'll have more on the ACP program tonight at 6. A new Prestonsburg business is paying homage to an old familiar face. Sandy's Star City Cafe and Catering opened its doors a couple of weeks ago, revamping the former business once owned and operated by Sandy Smith, who died in May. New owner Jamie Ryan says she wanted to keep the building alive with food and fellowship, and the community responded well.
We hit the ground running and we really haven't stopped. We've had a lot of community support, so it's kept us busy.
The business will offer some of Smith's crowd favorites as well as a new menu which includes brunch.
A little bit of that filtered sunshine out there today thanks to that Canadian wildfire smoke still working on through. I don't think that's with us all weekend or all week, and as we head toward the weekend I think we'll drop some of that. Mid-70s out there, the view from Buffalo Mountain, still a pretty sky at this point. Here's a look from our Pikeville Medical Center camera. It's been a while, hasn't it? 75, the current reading there. A couple more clouds, but still plenty of sunshine. Temperatures middle and upper 70s into portions of the Big Sandy and the Kentucky River Valley, becoming the low 80s as you head over toward Lake Cumberland. See that area of green there north of Somerset. We'll get back to that. Dew points around the region, though, are still in the 40s and 50s, so it doesn't feel too humid out there. And even with those spotty showers that have gone up, there's one near Stanford in Lincoln County and one over as you head closer to central Kentucky. They've started to fall apart, though I can't rule a one out completely through the evening. I think we stay dry, most of us, as we fall into the upper 50s yet again tonight. Steve, I'll have the very latest on when we see a return to perhaps a few more showers. Those details in a few minutes.
All right, Evan, thank you. Summer travel is expected to be busy and expensive. Experts say international trips will be big now that more countries have opened their borders after the pandemic. CBS's Wendy Gillette reports on what's trending from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Jay and Colleen Kim from Falls Church, Virginia, and their son Logan recently stayed at the new Waldorf Astoria in Cancun, Mexico. Expedia ranks the city the #1 international destination this summer, followed by London and Rome.
It's a good place to travel so that we're not spending a lot of money trying to get here, and we can actually spend the money here to have fun.
The upscale Waldorf features patios with soaking tubs overlooking the ocean, 2 enormous pools, and decadent desserts.
Whenever we enter a new region, a new country, we want to build and create a Waldorf Astoria for Cancun versus a Waldorf Astoria just in Cancun.
Expedia forecasts this summer's top domestic destinations will be New York, Los Angeles, and Seattle. Travel expert Christy Hudson says flight searches for far-flung countries are also surging.
Seems like a lot of people were still waiting to take those big bucket list trips, and now this is the summer that they're ready to do it.
If you're looking to save this summer, consider areas most people wouldn't this time of the year, like Scottsdale, Arizona. As temperatures rise, hotel prices drop, including here at the Four Seasons.
The 5-star resort, filled with desert landscaping next to Pinnacle Peak, offers casita rooms with telescopes and plunge pools in some. Summer rates start at $365.
Seasonality and our ability to offer luxury at a very affordable rate is one of the beauties of this market, and it allows people to take a little moment to detox from life.
We stayed at these hotels for special rates, and some are offering travelers unique activities, like this performance from the dance group Bandaloop on the side of the newly renovated Fairmont Century Plaza in Los Angeles.
Today's discerning traveler wants experiences, and they want to create memories that will last a lifetime.
To start creating summer memories, Expedia says it's best to book now for international trips and 60 days out for domestic destinations. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Expedia finds the busiest and most expensive day to fly this summer will be Saturday, July 1st, and the least busy will be Thursday, August 24th.